Hello, Landedkiller here again. I'm just gonna talk about the Musashi Auction and my thoughts on it real quick. Basically, you got Musashi here for 20,000 doubloons. Looks like they're giving you a commander with 10 skill points too, which is decent. I say that Musashi kind of struggles in the current meta because of submarines all over the place. Is it a competitive choice? Yes. Has it lost some of its value over time? Yes. Especially due to ships like Nakama, which can run circles around it. And especially super carriers too when it runs into them. They can just run circles around it as well. You can see we also got some other lots here. We'll get into those in a sec. Let's just pull up the rules here for a quick minute here. Individual identical bundles are compiled into lots at auction. So for each lot, higher bid, earliest place, higher chance of an item. If your bid does not win, it will automatically be returned to you after auction ends. Bids are accepted for 4 days, so basically started from earlier this morning. Bidding then ends until next auction. We'll make announcements on both in-game website. Let's know the results, and then people get their stuff. The bid that was placed earliest wins. However, all winners will only pay as much as the lowest bid for the selected lot. Any excess will return to their accounts. Each winner obtains one bundle. It looks like they got 29,000 lots here for Musashi. 1,400 for the engineer. 4,900 for the coal. 900 for the flag. Of course, you got the silly old music. That music there to kind of get you, to key you in, to be like, oh, let's go for this, blah, blah, blah. What's this? Ichiro Sato, son of naval constructor. Fund. So 14-point Japanese commander. I don't know if this is a camo you get or what. I have no idea. At this point, I just assume you're just getting this captain. I wouldn't worry too much about this camo here. Probably just in here for artistic decoration. 14-point Japanese commander for 15 million credits. Yeah, I can see it being worth it. You're probably going to have to bid probably 20 million, 25 million credits minimum in order to get it. Musashi, the flag here, is it worth the 5 million credits? I wouldn't say so. I mean, it looks appealing to me, but it's just the color's off for me, because why isn't this a red? Why is this yellow instead of red? I guess maybe it's for the rising sun. I wouldn't waste your credits on the flag. Like, I would try to get your credits probably put into the engineer, into this captain here. Musashi, 20,000 doubloons. Oof. I'm gonna say minimum bid on this is I'm gonna say minimum winning bid is probably gonna be closer to 35,000 doubloons for this. Coal, 25 million credits minimum bid. I'm gonna say minimum bid on this is probably gonna be closer to 40 million credits in order to win it, maybe less. But people are going to bid a ton of credits. What people don't realize is that they're trying to drain you out of all your credits before they get these economic changes out. This video itself may actually come out before the devlog May into June updates video, but I think I might rush it out just because I don't want people to waste their money on this auction if they don't have to. At this point, my go-to advice is grind as many credits as possible. Just go ham on grinding credits and don't stop at this point, because wargaming keeps changing everything up. These changes for the new economic system seem like credit nerfs in some ways. They're making things more complex instead of simple, which I really don't like. Musashi itself, is it worth it? I mean, it's tier 9. It's better than a Zumo, obviously. Obviously, you're not going to have this skin here because this is the ARP skin. So how you're getting it is you're getting it in this version here. This is basically what you'll be getting is this camo here. I don't think the high school fleet or the ARP is going to be available for some time. It's probably going to be a while before you see them again. I still think the high school fleet one looks the best. For purpose of demonstration, we'll keep the base camo here for the video. Show you what I got on it. I have the Yamamoto Sokaru Captain on it. I have an emergency repair specialist, grease the gears, of course. Long range secondary battery shells for some reason. Basis at survivability, adrenaline rush, and fire prevention. Weird. I guess I should probably max it out when I get the points. I don't know why I got that skill. Oh, that's right, because I was switching it back to a secondary build, but that's not ideal for this ship. Ideal build is going to be aiming systems mod 1 in the slot, not secondaries. Keep all these modules the same pretty much, but change this one out here to probably want main battery mod 3. Just because you need to get that DPM up. You get the choice of fighter or spotting. I just keep fighters on here just because the AA isn't the greatest on the ship. That's personally why I chose auxiliary armaments mod 2. Because that needs help. But yeah. We can go take this out for a quick battle. I suppose that ain't gonna harm enough. I don't really hate Musashi because it's already in the game, it's already established, but at the time it was introduced, it was considered a power creeping of the game. A strong ship in its own right. It's different from your model because it's got a little less Sigma, a little older shells I believe it uses as well. But I think the real question that is on my mind is where the heck is Shinano? We've waited 7 years almost at this point to get that ship in the game. It's Yamato and Musashi's half-sister ship, which was a Yamato hull converted into a carrier. It's sunk by USS Archerfish. Didn't even get to complete a full battle. Sunk by Archerfish, a Vallejo class submarine way back when. But yeah, it was more of a support carrier. I was hoping that Wargame would be smart and bring Shinano back into the game as tier 10 for the support carrier line for the Japanese, but we have no information at this current time as to when the support carrier line is actually dropping. At this point, my best estimate is next year because I already confirmed for the fall release it's going to be Japanese light cruisers, and usually Wargaming likes to do something big to end out the year, which I suspect is going to be full submarine release this year. If it's not full submarine release by December, I'm going to be surprised. That's what my money's on. And I was kind of right about this being the next auction ship anyway. I just didn't sit there and make a video on it at the time because it's like, let's wait till we get the auction details, then we'll do a video. But yeah. Okay, then wait a minute. Doesn't that mean there's one more auction left then? What were the auction lots again? Let me think. We had Musashi, we had Schlieflin, we have American ship yet? I don't think so. I think wasn't News Tsushima put it for auction? I'm trying to remember. Okay, let's see if yeah, because of Schlieflin, Musashi here, Grim Yashevsky. Yeah, Grimchesky. That was the other auction. Yeah. So it makes sense that the last auction is going to be an American ship. For what American ship, I was thinking it would be Puerto Rico, but now that Puerto Rico's in the dockyard, I don't know what they're going to stick in there. It's not going to be Black because Black's got its own release event, so I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what they're going to stick in there. Oh boy. What is a rare American ship that's not around anymore? Missouri, I guess, but they already did an event for Missouri last year. The only one I can really think that's comparable to Musashi and all these others. Put in the comments below what you think the American auction is going to be. I'm honestly running out of ideas here. I don't know what it could be. Because Black's going to be already in its own event. Missouri had its event last year. For some reason, I keep coming back to Missouri. I don't know why. I guess it's easy cash for them. I don't know. I can easily see it being something like that, or some rare destroyer. Could be Anchorage, but I doubt it would be Anchorage because we're already seeing a dockyard ship return in another dockyard event. So I don't know. The only rare ships I can think of is Anchorage, Black, Puerto Rico, but Puerto Rico and Black both have release events, so it's got to probably be. It'd have to be Anchorage at that point, you'd think. Is tier 8. So they start sticking a research bureau ship up there like Ohio. Doubt they would do. Make more money off the research bureau than the auction itself at that point. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on what the American's going to be. What was it, American or was it British? I want to say it was American. It's either an American auction or a British auction next. If it's British, I'm just going to straight up say maybe Thunderer at that point. If Thunderer is actually available anymore for pull. Probably not. Does Musashi sit there and slay? Yeah, it can. Initially, it was a free XP ship back in the day. I want to say for 1 million free XP, maybe. Yeah. Wargaming had this whole period of about 2 to 3 years, 2017 to 2019, where they kept removing ships because they're too unbalanced in their eyes and to make a quick buck. I hope that such things don't happen again for a long time. This was a very frustrating time to play the game, to say the least. Don't even get me started on carrier rework. It was a whole mess in itself. I've adapted to the new carriers. I don't hate them now, but it was frustrating at the time because I was like, these are the ships I've played for so long and now they're all different. But Siphon certainly hasn't recovered yet. Siphon still feels bad, still feels really poor. The current meta really needs a buff. Probably be the one time I actually call for a buff on a carrier. Siphon. Needs something, honestly. Screenshot time, trying to find a decent one here. Alright, let's see here. I'm trying to get more action screenshots in here for you guys. Are you going to dominate in this ship? Or are you going to have a more fun time than you would in Shikishima? Yeah, most definitely. I feel like you have more fun in Musashi than you do in Shikishima. You get so many overpens in Shikishima, it's not even funny. Still, you know, I would say first dockyard ship, make it Burgoyne, Stalingrad. I wish I'd gone for Burgoyne sometimes. Then I realized that Shikishima is much better than Satsuma. Satsuma feels like it's been nerfed way too heavily. As for Annapolis, yeah, you could make the argument for nerfing of that in the future. I think they're waiting until they get more super ships in there to really balance the tiers out more. But yeah, I've never agreed with super ships. I've said that over and over again. With Musashi at tier 9, it felt like the introduction of the first super ship into the actual game itself. I guess Pyro was nostalgic for the old secondary build I used to run on this back in the day. It's nowhere near what it used to be, that's for sure. Oh, come on, are they just going to keep ramming each other? It's not funny. Of course, the Cleveland took all the shots. That's just, they gotta fix that. That's stupid. That Musashi would have taken that shell if it hadn't been for the Cleveland in the way. Seriously. You see that sometimes your shells are just going to point blank miss, so be prepared for that. It's not as bad as the German ships, but your shells will miss on occasion. You'll be so annoyed by it. Not as bad as Roma, but still. Yeah, I just want to say, you know, you bid what you bid, and that's up to you. But please be considerate of your costs that you're putting out for it, because you might want to save some credits, because we're going to be in a credit crunch for World of Warships inflation, as I call it. With this new system, they disguise and say, oh, it's going to be good, it's going to be good. It's not. They're simply taking an already simple system and they're making it more complex. Logically, it's probably to make more money off you. Honestly. I think they should find other ways to monetize the game. That's my beef. You'd sit there and design customizable horns if you honestly wanted to, but you don't want to sit there and invest the time into that for some silly reason. Seriously, customizable horns, more alternative skins for all the different ships. You can design, like, let's see here, we got all these camos, right, from current collaboration Azure Lane, which should be right. You got all these. Open this up. So you got, where is it? You got the Commanders, you got the Grand Armada. What do we got here? Look at all these camos here. And they want $100 for all this. That's great. No, you're gonna do Azure Lane, but I think you can design your own in-house camouflages without having to rely on Azure Lane to push them. Seriously. But yeah, you know, they got a lot of work to do wargaming to really find the right balance. Until then, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.